So that leaves 8 o'clock for me. Warm welcome to all of you. My name is Kristjan Kristjansson. I am calling in from the beautiful south coast of England. Today we are really in for a treat because I have a co-presenter with me here. Darren, a good friend of mine, has been in the business now for over 10 years and has reached phenomenal success in the business, has business all over the world, but his background is a serial entrepreneur, and that is something that is quite interesting. And I will let Darren tell a little bit about his own story, but he has run multi-million-dollar businesses and has chosen to come and work with us. So Darren, would you like to take it away?
Thank you for that introduction, Kristjan. Yes, my background is what you would call a serial entrepreneur. I've had many businesses over the last 35 years, and some of them have been disasters. They've taught me great lessons. Others have been hugely successful. And I was at a place in my life where I was looking for my next adventure. There were a few principles that I'd learned I really wanted to make sure were present in any business I did. Those were leverage and residual. And this presentation that you're going to see right now is what I saw 10 years ago. And I thought, wow, that's the best business that I'd ever seen. I decided to get stuck in. It's been an amazing journey, so rewarding, not only financially, but also with personal development and amazing friends that I've made, like Kristjan, who just kindly introduced me, who we'll be hearing more from later. So as far as business is concerned, these words on the screen right now are really key, I think. Innovation, vision, stability, and trust. These are certainly some things that we want to have in place, certainly with our business partners, and to make sure that our businesses are a success, because as it says right there, it is about your future. So different people come and work with us and join this business that we're involved in for a number of different reasons. And you can see a few different reasons why people come and do this business right here on the screen. Many people right now are looking for some supplemental income. Some people, just like me, were specifically looking for a leveraged income. Other people might just be looking to own a business for the very first time, and this is a really great way of getting into business without the huge capital expenses and all the challenges that traditional businesses present. Some people are looking for more time, or just time flexibility, the ability to do a job and run a business around their other commitments when it suits them. So there's others on the screen here. Whatever it is, if there's anything there that resonates with you, then maybe you're in the right place today. What you can see here on the screen, this is the building, the headquarters of the company that we're partnered with, a company called New Skin Enterprises, and they have a vision to be the world's leading opportunity platform. And personally, I think they're absolutely killing it in that regard. And maybe after this presentation that you're going to see right now, you might be feeling the same. So let's talk about a few trends that are driving the future. There's no doubt that technology and social media are huge trends, and it's really important that you've got a business that aligns and dovetails into those things really well, which is what this business does. Health and beauty and anti-aging is a trend that is just huge, so huge, and it's growing all the time. And it's something that we're completely aligned with, as you'll find out as we go on. Now, flexible and remote working has been a trend for the last few years, but in the last few months, it's absolutely gone crazy. And people have realized, A, that they can certainly do remote working and flexible working. And B, a lot of people are really looking for that. And that's going to continue to grow. But sustainability and the environment are the final trends I want to talk about on this slide. And I'm sure you'll all agree that these things are becoming more and more to the forefront, and people are expecting businesses to have these values as well. So we'll share some stuff about that shortly. But first of all, a little bit more about our business partner. It's a company called New Skin Enterprises that has been around for over 35 years now. It's a strong and stable company. It's active in 50 markets around the world. And last year, revenue was $2.4 billion US. It's a company that's traded on the New York Stock Exchange. So all the information is completely transparent. It's available. It's in the public domain. You can look up their numbers, see how things are doing, and it really helps to build trust in that way. So there's a few awards that you can see on the screen there. That's just a couple, but there are so many awards that this company wins year after year after year. It's it's a really strong, stable and well-respected business, great company to be in partnership with. And that sustainability and environmental trend that I mentioned before, it's something that this company is completely aligned with. It has a brand and a technology called Grow Vive, and this is what's called controlled environment agriculture. And it's just a really completely different way of growing plants that can be used for the ingredients and raw materials in the products that they manufacture. Obviously, Nu Skin manufactures a heck of a lot of products to do $2.4 billion in sales. And sometimes it can be difficult and challenging to actually source those raw ingredients in the right quality and the right quantity. But through this new technology that they've recently adopted, they're able to grow exactly the ingredients that are needed locally on site near to the manufacturing facilities. So really cutting down on air miles and pollution, but also it's a hydroponic system and it actually uses only 3% of the traditional amount of water for growing crops, as well as way less land. And because it's controlled, we can really make sure that there are no nasties in there. All those pesticides and contaminants, air pollution, all those kind of things we can eliminate so that we've got really pure natural ingredients grown locally in what I would call not only organic, but it's like beyond organic. It's very exciting and it ticks the boxes. So it's a company that is really based on science, as you'd expect, to make some great cutting edge products that make a real difference. Science is really important, and the company's got over 75 scientists in-house. 30 of these scientists are at PhD level, and they collaborate on joint projects with other scientists, over 100 of them in other organizations, institutions, universities, working on discoveries, finding some great stuff and turning it into amazing products for us to have access to. Just going to move on to a few of these products now. So we've got a few products that fit into the category that we call social sellers, and these are the ones that are extremely well priced. They're certainly, people can just make a snap decision to purchase these kinds of products from discretionary income. And the other thing about them is they work so well on social media because they really are able to demonstrate the difference. A lot of before and after pictures are used and testimonials to really help to show how great these products are. And that works really well on social media. So these particular products that you see on the screen are the ones that sell in such huge quantities on social media because of all of that. But what's really super exciting right now is our cleansing devices, and one in particular that you can see on the screen here, the Lumi Spa. Talk a little bit more about that in a second, but there's a few other devices you can see on the screen. The ones to the right are the facial galvanic spa machine and the body galvanic spa machine. And the great thing about devices is that they work on the Gillette model, which is once you have the particular razor, then that company knows you're going to be buying their blades over and over again because only their blades fit onto that razor. And that model has been used for printers. Once you've got that printer in your office, you're buying the inks over and over again. The coffee machines, once you've got that coffee machine in your kitchen, whichever brand it is, that's the brand of coffee pods that you're going to be buying month after month after month after month. And it's an amazing way of capturing the customer. And that's exactly what these devices do. Each of these devices needs certain treatment gels and products to use with them. Otherwise, they just won't work. And once a customer buys the device because of the wow factor of what it can really do, then they're locked in and they're a customer repeating with those purchases. So let's look a little bit more into the latest of our devices. Oh, I've gone too far. The latest one is the Lumi Spa. Here it is. And in our first 18 months, over 2 million units of this got sold, and it's absolutely flying out there right now. People literally cannot get enough. It's an amazing competitor and a more recent entrant, but blowing apart the market, competing with the bristle devices and other devices for facial cleansing. And this particular device, it not only cleanses, but it treats as well. There are 7 skin benefits. I'm not going to go into it all right now, but if you want to, you can tune into this same Zoom room tomorrow at 2 p.m. And we're going to do a 25-minute presentation and a live demo all about it. So it's super exciting. And that's a market that's just growing and growing and growing. Then we've got another device here, which is the biophotonic scanner. You can see it being presented on this screen. And this is so exciting because it measures antioxidant density in living human tissue non-invasively in 30 seconds. And we use that to demonstrate and to prove just how effective our nutritional supplements are. So we've got various different nutritionals, and the very latest one is just to the left here. It's the vegan shake that's being launched next week. So lots of exciting stuff coming on the nutritional and health side, as well as the skincare and personal care side. So that is my part completed, but I've got the pleasure now of handing you over to Kristjan, who introduced me earlier. And just to tell you a little bit about Kristjan, Kristjan has been in this business for 23 years now. He's just this month celebrating his 23rd anniversary of getting involved in building a business in partnership with Nu Skin. And he is a guy who's a lot of fun, but as you can certainly imagine over this time, he's got a lot of knowledge and a lot of experience, not only about the products, but about the company, but also about the business, how to build it and how to make money doing this. So Kristjan is going to tell us about the timing, but also probably more importantly from my perspective, the money, how the money works, the kind of money that you're able to make. And Kristjan has reached the top end of our compensation plan, and he's over 20 years ago since he reached that point. So that is the kind of lifestyle that you really, really want to have to build that income that Kristjan's going to show you now sooner rather than later, and enjoy it for many, many years to come. So Kristjan, can you come back on, please?
Thank you so much, Darren. I loved listening to the overview of our company and our amazing products. And you might be thinking the same, yeah, sure, sounds really interesting, but what's in it for me and what can this offer me? And first and foremost, you know, you can look at it from very different angles. Personally, I was looking for some extra cash flow, some more supplementary income, and this opportunity can do that for you as well. You can set the working hours around your own life. You can tailor-make it around your family, your working life, whatever you are doing, and the opportunity is to work from anywhere. When I started, we didn't have all this technology we have today. Today, you know, you can just have a mobile phone. You can work from wherever you want to be. So that is quite powerful as well. But you have options of earning weekly and monthly bonuses, and we pay up to 40% of the revenue back to the people we are working with. So let's see here. What if you look at what the company sort of is doing and what it is that we need to be doing? The company takes care of, in my point of view, all the boring corporate stuff, all the logistics, the warehousing, distribution of the products, manufacturing the products, the accounting, the legal thing, you know, all the supply chain and everything like that. You know, the only thing we need to do is to use the products, tell people about our experience, and recommend them to someone else. That is basically what we do as individuals, and that is so powerful. So what we want to look at when we are starting this business, that everybody will start in the same place. Everybody will start as a brand affiliate. That is a free access for you to get involved in our company. You will get 3 rights when you have that free access. That is, you can buy products from the company in the wholesale. You can then retail them to somebody else, or recommended 38% retail profit. And you can start to earn sharing bonuses because you can involve other people to get access to the company as well. That is quite exciting on that part here. But it gets more exciting when you start to look at what you can do in terms of building your own brand, your own team within our company. What that basically means that you can qualify from becoming a brand affiliate to brand representative. You do that in a week or 6 months, up to you, how long you want to take to do that. Most people today are doing it between sort of 4 to 5 months, up to 6 months doing that. But what happens when you do that, you have all the same rights as before, but you also get extra building bonuses up to 40% of what you are building within your business. The really interesting part in a conversation plan starts when you start to help other people to do exactly the same as you have done. So you start to help introduce the business to other people, get other brand affiliates on board. You help them to qualify to be brand representatives. And when you do so, you move into the leaderboard of our conversation plan. And that's when it starts to get really interesting, because you earn up to 6 generations deep with 10% of that. So let's look at what that means in income for our business. And so when you were looking at the average incomes, because like Darren said, we are publicly traded on the New York Stock Exchange. This basically means that you can look at all the numbers, everything we can say, you can go and you verify it and do your own due diligence on that. But I want to take your attention to something called a Ruby partner. Ruby partner is somebody who within our business has helped 4 people to move from a brand affiliate to brand representative. As a Ruby partner, your average income is about £1,350 or so. That is just a little bit below the average income of the normal Joe Smith here in the UK. And nobody's asking you to quit your job or quit school or whatever you're doing. You build this on the side until you maybe see that this is something that you want to take full time, like my wife and I started to do. The first 2 years in our business, we did this with other things we were doing. And then after 2 years, we decided to go full in and go full time in this business and have this as our main income stream. And you just listen to Darren here, and you know, what a fabulous, you know, and well explained presentation from him. Has now gone and earned up to what we call an Emerald Director. That is a phenomenal success in our business. And there you see the average income is about £2,500. You know, you can then keep going. Diamond Director, 5,000, and then what we call Blue Diamond, average income about just about £14,000 a month. This is, you know, quite a good income when you look at that. £14,000 a month and an average income building a business like that is quite, you know, extraordinary. We have seen people do this in 11 years. We have seen people do this in 5 years. We've also seen people do this in 4 months. You know, our record in the company is much faster than that, actually. But what is interesting here is that the average time maybe is about 3.5 to 4 years. So you can ask yourself, what were you doing 4 years ago in your life? Where are you today? If you keep doing the same things 4 years from now, where will you be? You know, why don't take on some new challenges and have some fun in building a global business like this? So let's move on here to the next slide. And because what our company is doing, they reward hard work. When you become a Ruby partner, the company will say to you, well done, we applaud you for your hard work, and they will send you on a success trip, U+1. They pay for the flight, the hotel, most of the food you're eating, and all of the activities you're doing, of course. And they take you to some, you know, phenomenal places. Let's say, for example, Cape Town. If you've gone to Cape Town before, there is nothing like going to Cape Town with Nu Skin, because they take it to a whole new level. But it's interesting as well, we are rewarding not only hard work, but we like to give back. In 2002, we started a program called Vitamil. And Vitamil is a program where we are helping badly nourished children around the world to get the right nutrition into their body through a Vitamil bag, which has 25 of the most important ingredients a child needs to grow up. So far, we have donated over 650 million meals through Vitamil, and over 120,000 children are being fed every single day. That is just phenomenal. It's close to my heart, and I hope you guys will look at that as well. But we also have a phenomenal support system in our business. And that support system that we are working with is called One Team Global. One Team Global is a all-in-all success step by step, how to build this business, what to do. We have a lot of online material for you, different websites for different material. We have Facebook trainings. We have loads of groups that we are teaching and educating how to build this business. We have a fast start booklet, which is basically the manual of how to succeed in our business. And all of this is free of charge for you. One Team Global is a non-profit organization put together of the best in the industry, where they're sharing their knowledge of what they have done to succeed and what also you don't need to do to, you know, fail in terms of that. So they're helping you to have a quicker success by following the system with One Team Global. And that is something you need to, you know, look into, because it's a great system to have. We know that the global beauty device market is a humongous market. Back in 2018, it was already $40 billion. The estimate by 2024 will reach, you know, triple up to 113 billion. I personally think these numbers are low, because I have what I've seen in the last 2-3 months now, since we have experienced these strange times we live in. We have seen just phenomenal. I've never in my 23 years haven't seen anything like this before, when people are just going absolutely crazy for a machine like LumiSpa. So far, everybody that has bought one are really happy, satisfied customers. And that is something that is phenomenal to have a product like that. We also know that a lot of people are out there looking for extra ways to make a financial income or a second income into their home. And here are some numbers that actually these numbers were put together before the COVID and everything that's happened in the world. And we see here that 74% of millennials, 57% of Generation X, and 43% of baby boomers are looking for extra ways to make income. These numbers, in my point of view, are much, much, much higher because people are seriously now looking for extra ways to make income or extra ways to supplement their income to their household today. So what I really want to encourage you to do is that don't let this be an opportunity you regret you didn't take, okay? Because that's the only thing we do. We will regret to not take an opportunity on board than when we are, getting older. And that is something that, I really highly will encourage you not to do. I want to ask you to go back to the person who invited you here tonight to listen and tell them, A, I would like to become a customer and use some of the products, or B, I would like to build this as a business. I would like to take it on board and build this as a business and really work with the opportunity as well. So let the person know where you would like to be. Tell them, from the scale of 0 to 10, where you're interested. 0, you're not interested at all. 10, you're ready to just get started straight away. Let them know so they can help you and guide you in the right direction. How fast you want to go, how slow you want to go in the business. And, so go back to them, let them know how that is. Like Darren already mentioned, we have these meetings going on regularly. So 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, we will have another business presentation like this, which I highly encourage you to come back on, listen, because we will have different speakers with different, of course, saying the same material, but it's great to listen to in what they're saying as well. Again, we will also have LumiSpa, like he talked about, at 2 o'clock. We will have Pharmanex training at 5 o'clock. And then again, tomorrow night, another business presentation on that. So thank you so much for listening in, guys. I wish you to have a happy, healthy life. And please go back to the person who invited you here and tell them where you are. Thank you so much, Darren, for tuning in tonight as well. Really appreciate your being on here with me tonight. And yeah, that's it. Take care, guys. Have a good evening.